The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.
G'day there. As I watch Chris Hipkins presumably gleefully mess about with the India free trade deal at the moment, I am reminded this is not the Labor Party that did the FTA with China. Hipkins is no Helen Clark, and in that, I'm afraid to tell you, is a great sadness. And for all of those who occasionally contact me and ask of the possibility of a so-called grand coalition, a relationship between the Labor and the national parties, well, next time, before you ask, look at the way Hipkins plays these games, and there is your answer. Even in areas of broad agreement, they still can't act like grown-ups. It is also a lesson in name versus substance. The Labor Party of the past few years is nothing like Labor of the late 90s and early 2000s. That was a centrist version. Yes, they still handed out free money to people like students to bribe them in election year. But the rest of the time, they actually ran the economy and growth. Compared to Edmonds, Cullen was a conservative. Labor in the early parts of 84 with Longy was similar, and here is your irony that Hipkins fails to recognise. Labor, when they're broadly speaking middle of the road, are actually popular. Ask Bob Hawke or Paul Keating or Tony Blair. Centrist Labor is successful Labor. By the time you take modern Labor with Hipkins and Cepoloni, add the Greens in the mix, you're seeing the left-wing groupthink that not only keeps them out of office, but leads to the sort of game playing that we have currently with this FTA. Yes, the government probably shouldn't have to rely on them, and for all the games that Labor plays, New Zealand First is just as bad with their xenophobic nonsense. But Labor once had a global view. It's not like the Chinese weren't thought of with great suspicion prior to 2008, but the greater picture was at play. The realisation that large countries and their large economies could be good for everyone was a driving force. What Labor would do well to do is put this country first, not score points, not look like children, not pretend they actually had anything to do with the negotiation this time round at all. FTAs are big picture, not a 3-year electoral cycle game. I don't think I'm alone in wishing these days there were more adults in the room, am I? Labor 99 to 2008 put the current lot to shame.
The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.